Shalom, shalom. Call HALALYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double homage to the elders and apostles who are at MILLSTONE to teach them well. Peace and salutations be to it for the elect. Brother tells them goodbye coming at you from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida. Giving double, oh yeah, okay, I already gave double honors, but I'll give it double honors to the elders and apostles who are at MILLSTONE once again. Alright, so this list is going to be going into this post here, talking about the 2-year-old toddler. I meant to get in on this sooner, man, but you know, the way the spirit works, it's got me doing it now. It says 2-year-old toddler in North Korea has been jailed for life after parents were found with Bible. So you see, North Korea ain't playing that shit, man. They're coming down with hard laws and restrictions upon the people, where they jailed a 2-year-old for life because his parents were found with the Bible, man. Pretty sure the parents were executed. The 2-year-old getting in prison for life. Pretty sure the parents were executed, man. North Korea on a strict regimen over there, where Kim Jong-un has got those people on a certain curriculum. If they go outside of it, they get executed, because he wants no defilement going on in his nation. I believe it was that same, it was North Korea as well, who found the guy watching, what was it, Squid Games? Some shit like that. I was trending on Netflix not too long ago. The guy was trying to watch the Squid Games in school or whatever, and they executed him because he was watching something that wasn't from that country, or it came from a foreign country or whatever. But you know, they ain't having none of that shit over there, man. 2-year-old got jailed for life, put in prison for life because of injury, because those parents had taught that child anything about the Bible, you know, and he or she manages to remember anything at the age of 2, you know, and he's a threat to their nation. But it's just a 2-year-old, man. All he's gonna know is prison. It says, according to a U.S. State Department report, a 2-year-old boy will spend the rest of his life in a prison camp in North Korea after a Bible was discovered in his parents' house. According to the report, the 2-year-old and his entire family were in prison due to their religious beliefs. Okay, so his parents, I don't think they were executed. Let's see. It says, in the report, there were several cases of North Koreans being executed for being Christian. In 2011, a Christian woman and her grandchild got executed by the firing squad execution. Alright. So in this case, it's telling you that their family was, the 2-year-old and the toddler and his family was in prison for life. Alright. And there has to be a certain spirit on Kim Jong-un to do these things. Okay? If that spirit is on him, guess what? It's going to spread. It says in the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord YAHAWASHI. So it's going to be a famine of what? Hearing the words of YAHAWASHI, the truth. You know, the scriptures. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord YAHAWASHI, and shall not find it. Alright, so they ain't going to find the word of YAHAWASHI that they're looking for. Okay? It's going to be hidden, man. It's going to be hidden. The Lord going to withdraw his prophets, you know, from the highways and the hedges. You know, ain't going to be nobody out there teaching the truth the right way, you know. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, and verse, let's see, 2nd Ezra 5 and verse 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet. All friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber. So wit gonna hide itself, and understanding will withdraw itself into a secret chamber, man. These things the Lord put into the earth to guide men to salvation. Alright? If you ain't got these, it's going to be very hard to find salvation in that day. But the Lord said that these are going to withdraw themselves into its secret chamber, meaning it's going to be hidden in the earth. It ain't just going to be found out in your local city anymore. The Lord is going to hide these things in the earth, man. Alright? It says, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Okay, so many gonna be looking for the truth in that day. You don't have many looking for it now, but many gonna be looking for the truth in that day. Now you have something going on where people just run into the truth, and they get it. Some people may get it, and majority of them don't. But in that day, you're gonna have people actually looking for the truth. You know, that's not a thing right now. You ain't got many people looking for the truth. Like, okay, where do I find the truth? Or this can't have the truth, or there's that can't have the truth, or where can I find the truth? Where can I learn more about the Lord and truth and sincerity? You know, you don't have that going on right now. What you have going on is people just going about their way, and they may by chance happen to run into the truth, and the truth be brought to them, broken down to them, and they either get it or they don't. It says, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Okay, so it's going to be perfectly hidden, man. It ain't just going to be out there for you to grasp like it is now. It says, then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. That's when it's really going to get bad. You thought it was bad now, but when the truth is hidden, that's when it's really going to be bad. Because the Lord is holding back the four winds right now. Because there's a time and season for everything. Right now is a time and season for the truth to be pushed. Okay? So there ain't much destruction going on right now. But when the Lord withdraws the truth from the earth, guess what? Then it's going to be the season for destruction, death, and war. You know? Pestilence, famine, all these things are going to come into play. Because the season for speaking, the time to speak is going to be over. Then it's going to be time for action. Okay? Like, Jake let us say, that's like a proverb, man. You know? The time for talking is over. Now it's time for ass whooping. And that's what it's going to be in that day. Ain't no talking going on during the ass whooping. The only talking you hear during the ass whooping is did not tell you. And by then, the strokes are already hitting hard. Okay, by then it's already too late. It says, one land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. Alright? Well, these people ain't even got the truth. They far from it. You know? But they got some kind of understanding of morals. You know, because they had the Bible. The Bible teaches you about law, statutes, and commandments. And in these things you find life. But if you ain't got that, you know, you destroy that, you destroy the Bible, and those laws, statutes, and commandments are lost, then generations and generations on down the line, people are going to get worse and worse until the world just destroys itself. Because the instructions that were given to the earth from the beginning are now gone. There was instructions on how to maintain the earth, on how to maintain the people in the earth, on how to maintain lands and the animals. And if you take those instructions away, you take the instruction manual away, and the new generations that come into play, they're going to be going off of the instructions of man instead of the instructions of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. And you know, you can't, scripture say, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. Okay? And maketh arm his flesh. Because you fucked if you do that. Let's see. I'll grab this book here. The scripture here, I'll probably close out with this one. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, and that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So the Lord going to withdraw his prophets from the scene, man. There's a time to talk, and there's a time to no more talking. There's a season for everything under the sun, and the season is coming up very fast now, where it ain't going to be no more talking. It's going to be ass whooping time. Your parents, when you give you ass whoopings, they obviously gave you a warning before they gave you the ass whooping. They obviously told you, don't go into the street. Okay? And that was the time for talking. And you didn't listen. Okay? They may have had mercy on you and said, okay, don't do that shit again. You did it again, and guess what? They brought you into that room and said, give me bare ass. You got dropped them drawers, and they was whapping that fucking cord in your ass. And there was no time for talking then. You couldn't persuade them out of that ass whooping then you were saying, okay, I'm sorry, we'll never do it again. I miss. No, but it's too late. They got a straight face, and they're looking forward to their goal. To the end of that goal is to whoop that ass. You got 30 strikes. Let's get it. You know? But it says, thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover. So we ain't going to be reproving Jake no more. What we do out there, we go out there and reprove Jake. We correct him, and that's love. But when the Lord draws us back from the scene, ain't gonna be no more of that. It's gonna be ass whooping time. Then you're gonna enter into the time called Jacob's trouble, when your ass gonna be in trouble. Niggas gonna be in trouble. Like that song, you niggas in trouble. You niggas in trouble. So like it for my voice, man. I had a problem with my throat when I was eating. When I was choking. But, you know, the Lord gonna heal that out. Lord willing. But I truly hope this lesson was edifying to you. I keep not watching, listening to the sincerity. Until next time, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.